is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to tonight's live stream. How we doing? It's been a little bit since my last stream. I think it's been like a week. Things got crazy with the holiday weekend, but we are back. We're going to talk about some Scream 7 theories and some Dexter theories if we have any Dexter fans here. Usually it comes up in these streams. And the 2-episode premiere is this coming Friday, and I'm so excited. So, got to talk about it a little bit at least. I did just put out a new video tonight, a Dexter video. If anyone here is interested, check it out after the stream because it's a good one. I was lucky enough to attend a Dexter Resurrection panel yesterday with some of the cast, and it was a blast. And they showed us some never before seen clips from the show that were very interesting, so I broke it down a little bit in that video. So definitely check it out. But we're gonna get into some Scream 7 talk as well. So if you have any theories or anything you want to start dropping in the chat, please do that now, and we will get to it in just a few minutes after I say hello to some people. And we do have a goal, a super chat goal that is live in the chat right now. So if we can do 10 $5 or more super chats in the next hour, we'll do an extra 30 minutes on the stream. So if you guys want to hang out for a little bit longer, we have that goal that is live in the chat. But let's get into it. Hey RJ, my 4th was great. I did see some fireworks. Thanks for asking. I hope you guys all had a good and safe and fun 4th of July. Hey Kylan. Yes, everyone who is here right now, please give the stream a like. It definitely helps out to pump this out to some more people. I see we have 18 people here right now. Thank you guys for hanging out. Give the stream a like. We're going to talk some Scream theories, some Dexter theories. Mr. Rick is here. You said, I can't wait for Friday after watching the whole series, the whole seasons. This has become one of my favorite shows. Yeah, Dexter is definitely like, it's got to be my favorite show of all time. I don't think there's any other show that I'm like this obsessed with. I've been a fan of it for a long time. The show's been out for almost 20 years. I've probably been watching it for like 15 years. So yeah, super pumped for this Friday. King Matthew is here. You said, my theory for season 1 of Dexter Resurrection is maybe Harrison kills Batista, leading to Dexter having to guide Harrison back to the light in season 2. I don't know. It's definitely a possibility. Like, never say never. But I wonder if they would actually make Harrison kill him. Because, first of all, Batista is a fan favorite. Everyone loves Batista. He is one of my favorite characters in the whole franchise. I was just saying how I attended the Dexter panel yesterday. And you guys should have heard the applause from the audience for David Zayas, who plays Batista. People love him. And there's also a lot of fans out there who really hate Harrison. And I don't hate Harrison. I like him as a character, but I think the show creators are very aware that the fandom already has such an issue with Harrison to begin with. And I think they know that if Harrison kills Batista, oh my God, people will riot in the streets. Like, people will be so pissed if that happens. I would be pissed too. But honestly, never say never. And you also have a theory for I Know What You Did Last Summer. Maybe Ben Willis returns in Nightmares of Julie. Maybe this new fisherman causes Julie's nightmares to return. Yeah, I totally could see that happening. I mean, she went through a very traumatic experience twice already, so yeah, I could see that happening. Russell is throwing out our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much, Russell. Always coming through in these streams. I appreciate the continued support on the channel. You said, I can't wait for Dexter Resurrection. You and me both. Do you think Dexter is going to take all these serial killers, or do you think we will get a Deb cameo? Do I think he'll take them out, like kill them? I do. I do think he'll kill most of them for sure. I don't know about Lady Vengeance, Kristen Ritter's character. I have a feeling that she has a similar code to Dexter. I kind of feel like she has some morals and like only kills bad people. So I could see them kind of teaming up and maybe her continuing into season 2. But as far as like Neil Patrick Harris's character, Eric Stonestreet's character, David Desmalchin, I feel like he's going to kill them for sure. Do I think we'll get a Deb cameo? I think it's possible. So Jennifer Carpenter, who plays Deb, she has confirmed that she's not returning, but I don't know. I have a feeling they could be keeping it a surprise. I feel like it would make a lot of sense for Dexter to at least see her one last time to say goodbye before Harry shows up again. Because Deb was kind of there in New Blood to convince him to not kill, but now he's killing again. So that makes sense why he needs Harry back to like keep him in check, make sure he's following the code. But I could see him saying goodbye to Deb, like for one last time before Harry shows up. I hope so, but Jennifer Carpenter says she's not coming back, so who knows? But we shall see. Thank you, Russell, for your super chat. And that is our first one towards our goal. We do have a goal that is going on in the chat if you guys want to hang out for a little bit longer tonight. But let's see, where was I? Hey, Ray. Glad you could make the stream. We also have Francisco here. Welcome. Leo says, I can't wait for Scream 7. You and me both. What is the countdown? Alex, do you have the countdown in the chat? Okay, I see. 233 days. Wow. Yeah, last time I streamed a week ago, we were like at 240. So now we're already almost in the 220s. I'm telling you, it's going to fly by. Hey, Jesse. Stuart, I am so ready for Dexter Resurrection. I cannot wait. So I'm on the East Coast, so for me, it premieres at 3 a.m. Friday morning, and I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I want to stay awake to watch both episodes. Then I'll have to be awake until like 5 a.m. because it's 2 episodes. I don't know if I want to just go to bed and wake up early, like 6 or 7 a.m. to watch it. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a tough decision, but I'm so ready. Nero is here with a super chat. Thank you, Nero. You said I've been away for a while, but I'm back. Welcome back. Your new hair is gorgeous. Thank you. What's the update getting you at the Scream 7 premiere? So no update. I've been thinking about it. I don't know how to go about getting an invite. Like, who do I reach out to? Who do I message about getting an invite to the Scream 7 premiere? It's like in the back of my mind, I'm just hoping that someone will reach out to me. But I mean, the chances of that happening, I don't know. I feel like I need to reach out to someone and be like, can I get an invite? I'm thinking about hitting up some other YouTubers who I know do get to attend premieres sometimes and see how I go about it, because I need to make it to the Scream 7 premiere. We still have plenty of time though, but I can't just forget about it. I have to figure it out. Thank you, Nero. Welcome back to the channel. We've missed you here. Good to have you back. Thank you for the super chat, for supporting the channel, and for contributing towards our goal for tonight to do the extra 30 minutes on the stream. Let's see here. Mr. Rick says, only one thing that sucks about watching new episodes of Dexter is I gotta wait a whole week for a new one. What is this, the 90s? Yeah, I get it. I have a love-hate relationship with having to wait a week for a new episode. Of course, I want to binge watch it and know what happens, but it's exciting to have to wait. It gives everyone a chance to catch up and spend the whole week chatting about it. It's, you know, just like you said, what is this, the 90s? It really is like a throwback to when TV shows were normal and aired normally once a week. And, you know, if it wasn't weekly, I wouldn't have the fun of like making my videos here on YouTube every week. So it's exciting for me. Did you get to interview any of the cast members of Dexter? I did not. No. It was a quick panel. It was only like a little bit over an hour. And they didn't take any questions from the audience. I had one prepared in case there was a chance, but didn't happen. I did get to meet the showrunner, Clyde Phillips, which was awesome. He was in the audience. He was like a row or two behind me. And before the panel started, I took a photo with him, which I show in my new video from tonight. Do you think they will still make the Kirby Scream spinoff still if Scream 7 does really well at the box office? Yeah, I mean, the thing with that is we don't have any information, any more information about the Kirby spinoff. I think it was first announced last summer. This was a year ago, where it was first rumored, and then a few weeks after that, we sort of got confirmation from Production Weekly, which is a reliable source. But ever since then, we haven't had any updates, any more news about the spinoff. So is it still happening? I don't really know. But I already know that Scream 7 is going to do well at the box office. So yeah, hopefully that's still the plan. In your opinion, which out of all the ghost faces do you think would win a 100-yard dash? Basically, who is the fastest? I don't know. Maybe Mickey? I feel like, you know, he ran to the theater at the end pretty quickly. Maybe Roman, though, because you guys know how Scream 3, it was filmed with two killers in mind. So there are a lot of scenes where it seems like he just shows up out of nowhere because it wasn't supposed to be him. It was supposed to be his partner. But if we're going by the fact that he's the only killer, then he has to be really fast. So actually, maybe it would be Roman who would win. Exactly, Matthew. Yeah. Carl says, can't stay, unfortunately, as I'm filming my short film, a psychological thriller. It's so much fun. I hope Scream 7 has a longer runtime than the others. That's awesome, Carl. I remember you telling us in the last stream that you're filming a short film. Good luck with that. Scream 7 longer runtime. I hope so too. Scream 6 is our longest so far, which was what, just over 2 hours? Like 2 hours and a couple minutes. So yeah, I'm hoping, honestly, I would love a 2.5 hour Scream movie. It's funny because I do sometimes criticize movies today that are super long. Like I made a tweet. I tweeted something like, a month ago saying we need to get back to the 90-minute movie. Like, I feel like an hour and a half is generally a perfect amount of time for a movie, but when it comes to Scream, I will take 3 hours. Like, I would love a 3-hour Scream movie, but I would love, like, I could see them doing like 2 hours and 20 minutes. You know, the cast for Scream 7 is pretty large, so there might be a lot of stuff to cover, you know, so that everyone can have enough screen time. Nero is throwing out another super chat. Thank you so much. You said we need a joint episode with Craven Something Scary and we watched a movie. Do you mean like me on it with them? That would be cool. I would love that. I love both those guys. I was just on Craven's channel like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it. It's over on Craven's channel though, if you want to check it out. And I know he just did one with Mike from We Watched a Movie. Love his channel as well. But yeah, to hang out with both of them and have all three of us, that would be a lot of fun. I mean, we're all Stu believers, so that would be quite the live stream. Thank you so much, Nero, for your second super chat and for once again contributing to our goal. We are 3 out of 10 with our super chat goal to get the bonus 30 minutes. Oh, Captain J is watching Dexter. Nice. That makes me so happy. And you're already like almost through season 1. I'm glad you're liking it. Such an amazing show. It really is. If anyone here has not seen Dexter, like, please do me a favor and watch it. Yeah, to have Cody and Aster back in Dexter, I think would be a lot of fun. They have to do it. I feel like it's probably not going to happen in season 1, but they're definitely going to have a second season. And I think they definitely need to consider it for down the road. Like, we need to explore some more stuff. So yeah. Alex says, during this past weekend, I watched I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I identified some plot holes that are in the movie. May I bring them up during the stream? Yeah, absolutely. Let us know in the chat. I've been meaning to do a rewatch. I have to do a rewatch before the new one comes out soon. It comes out in what, like 2 weeks? But I went to watch it the other night and it's not free anywhere. So, and I don't have it on DVD or anything like that. So I would have to rent it, which it's not that big of a deal. It's like, what, $3? But it just bothers me. It bothers me that I pay for like all of these subscriptions and I still have to freaking rent a movie. And they're definitely, I feel like it's usually free, that movie, but I feel like they're definitely doing it on purpose because they know people are gonna pay to rewatch it before the new one comes out. So it just annoyed me, and I was like, ugh, I'm not gonna watch it right now. But I have to. I have to rewatch it before it comes out. Russell with another super chat. 3-hour Scream. That's overkill, but I can see a 3-hour Scream. Who knows what it would be like as 3 hours? Who's your favorite cast member for Dexter? Yeah, 3 hours is a little bit long. That's why I feel like 2.5 is probably better. But like I said, the cast is so big, and you know, Stu coming back, I feel like we have a lot to cover. So I feel like 3 hours could work. Favorite cast member for Dexter? I mean, it's got to be Dexter. I love Michael C. Hall as Dexter so much. But I really like Batista. Batista might be my second favorite character. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of another cast member that I like more than Batista, so gotta go with him. Like I said, the amount of applause that he got in that panel last night, oh my god, it was like possibly more than Michael C. Hall. It was insane. People love Batista, and I totally get why. He's like the only pure innocent character in the show. Like he just has such a good heart. And he definitely has his flaws. Even David Zayas said this yesterday. He's not like a perfect person, but he just has really good intentions. So gotta go with Batista. Thank you, Russell, for supporting the channel and contributing once again to the goal. We are 4 out of 10 for the super chat goal. Let's see here. "33 weeks for Scream 7. Yes, it is a 2-episode premiere this Friday, July 11th for Dexter Resurrection. I'm already overwhelmed thinking about the amount of work that I'm going to have to do. I'm not complaining. I love it. I love to do it, but I'm going to be like stressed out because it's 2 episodes. So I have to watch them. I have to take my notes. I need to film. That's already going to be like, sometimes for my breakdowns, my episode breakdowns, sometimes I film for like almost an hour, but then I cut it down to like a 20-minute video. So it's going to take me like 2 hours just to film and then hours to edit the video. It's going to be a lot of work, but luckily it's just the premiere that's 2 episodes, and then after that every week is going to be 1 episode, which is significantly less work than this weekend. But yeah, I have no other plans this weekend than to do my Dexter work for YouTube, so gonna be booked and busy. Thank you so much, Tommy. I appreciate this. Do you want Dexter to go to jail for his crimes? I'm kind of torn on this. I love Dexter. Obviously, it's hard to explain. Obviously, killing people is not good, but he truly kills evil people. Like, so I want him to get away with it, but a part of me does want the show to end with him getting caught, because it's going to make you feel something. You're going to feel sad for him. You're going to feel angry. And if you don't feel something from a show like this, what's the point? And I do think this was Clyde Phillips' original ending for Dexter to get the death penalty, which that will be super sad. Honestly, I would cry at that. So I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50. Ryan is here. You have been a member for 22 months. That's insane. That is almost 2 years. Time flies. I appreciate you being a channel member and supporting the channel month after month. You said you saw Superman. It kind of sucked, but rumor has it some characters also believe Stu is alive in 7. Yeah, I kind of heard mixed reviews about Superman. I'm really not a superhero fan like that, so I don't really plan on seeing the movie. But yeah, I heard this rumor as well that, like, apparently Sydney is willing to believe that Stu survived, but Gail doesn't believe it. I don't know. I really don't know how much truth to these rumors there are. I feel like people just people just say anything and make things up, and it catches on, and it's like, what is the original source? You know, I could literally tweet something now and it'll spread like wildfire. I could tweet and say there's this rumor about Scream 7, and I don't have a source. I just made that up and people are going to believe it. So it's like, I saw that on Twitter and I was like, literally anyone could have said that. That could literally just be a fan theory. Like, it not necessarily even a rumor, just a theory that someone came up with, like, oh, what if Sydney believes it and Gail doesn't? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know how much truth there is to anything these days when it comes to Scream 7. Which one would you choose if you had to pick, Scream or Dexter? Probably Scream. I'm more obsessed with Scream, I think. Lately, I am more obsessed with Dexter, but that's only because the show is coming out, you know? Like, Scream 7, we still have a good amount of time until it comes out. But once it's time for Scream 7 to come out and Dexter's over, I'm full Scream 7 mode. But yeah, if I had to pick like which franchise to keep forever and I can only watch one for the rest of my life, I would pick Scream for sure. It would kill me to give up Dexter, but I can't live without Scream. The reason why I ask about the Kirby spinoff is because Hayden recently said in an interview that she would love to return to Scream if they wanted her to come back, so maybe a Scream 8 return. Yeah, I don't know. I need to see her again one day. I really hope we haven't seen the last of Kirby. I feel like there's a lot more they could do with her. And a part of me, there's a part of me that would rather see her in an actual Scream movie rather than her own spin-off, you know? I don't know. Yes, 2 episode premiere for Dexter this Friday. Get ready. Okay, plot hole for I Know You Did Last Summer. After Julie, Ray, Barry, and Helen left Ben Willows for dead, how did he end up discovering their identities? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for you. If anyone wants to jump in, let us know your opinion in the chat. I really don't know. That is a good question. And, you know, to be honest, I'm no expert on this movie compared to Scream. So, I don't know. Russell with another super chat. Thank you so much, Russell. Gail Weathers is definitely next on Ghostface's radar. I'm a Stu fan because they never showed a body at the end of Scream 1. Stu is definitely alive. Yeah, I'm with you, Russell. Yeah, I feel like Gail probably is high up there on Ghostface's kill list. You know, she's a legacy character. She's been around since the beginning. She came close in Scream 6. And I do think it was Stu who tried to kill her in Scream 6. So he's definitely going to want to finish what he failed to do in Scream 6. So for sure. And yeah, they technically never showed a body. The last time we see him, he is breathing. If you look closely, he's still breathing. And according to Wes Craven's rule, that means the character could still be alive, because that is what he had to say about Kirby in Scream 4. Back in 2012, someone tweeted at Wes Craven, "Do you think Kirby is really dead?" And his response was no, because the last time we see her, she's still moving. So he said it himself, like, Stu was also still moving. So, you know, we did not see his lifeless eyes. So, Stu is definitely alive. I am with you. Thank you, Russell, for all of your super chats this evening. We are halfway to our goal, our super chat goal. 5 out of 10 for the extra 30 minutes. Alex has another plot hole. What was the significance of the medallion that David Egan was holding at the beginning of the movie? It was attached to what looked like a ring, and it could be spun. After Ben Willis was revealed to be the killer, he was shown to be in possession of this medallion, and he spun it. It made a sound that is like the sound that a bell makes. This sound can be heard during the scene in which Julie James is sitting in her bedroom at night looking at the "I know what you did last summer" note. I don't know. again, I'm not an expert with this movie. I haven't rewatched it in a while. If anyone has anything they want to contribute to this, drop it in the chat. But now when I rewatch it soon, in the next week or so, I'll look out for what you said. But I don't have an answer, Alex. I'm sorry. Do you think I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to do well at the box office? I heard that it's projecting around 18 to 25 million opening on a 17 to 20 million budget. I feel like it will do pretty well. The marketing has been pretty good. I think all horror fans are gonna make it out to see that movie. So, yeah, I think for sure it'll definitely make a profit. Hey, Kelly. I love Scream 2 and 6, my favorite. Nice. Scream 4 is my favorite sequel. Who do you think is the strongest ghost face? I mean, Charlie has the most brutal kill. So does that make him the strongest? Maybe. I have considered oh, do you mean for Dexter doing a watch along? I've thought about it, but it is kind of a lot of work, like you said, just because finding the time to commit to it is a lot, especially when I have to do my initial watch by myself so that I can pay attention to it, take my notes, get my breakdown video up. And then throughout the week, I'm probably also going to do like theory videos, which can also be a lot of work. But I'll see. Like maybe we'll do a watch along of the previous episode before the next episode airs. So maybe like Thursday nights. Or like Wednesday nights. I really don't know. I can't commit to it right now, but I've considered it. Maybe it won't be like every week, maybe just occasionally. But we'll see. It definitely would be fun to do, for sure. Hey, Equinox. I hope so. We were talking about this a little earlier. I hope we see Cody and Aster again one day. Because, I mean, Harrison is their brother. Like, come on, you know? We have to see them. And then now, it just makes sense now that Dexter is essentially resurrected. Like, the world is going to know that he's alive. So, Aster and Cody are going to find out. They've spent the past 10 years thinking their stepfather died, but they're going to find out on the news that he's alive. So, yeah, I hope so. I was saying, like, probably not season 1, but maybe down the road, season 2. I'm not sure if they're still acting anymore, those actors. I know that they attended the premiere for Dexter New Blood 3 years ago, but I don't know if they're still acting. Russell with another super chat. Thank you so much. Super generous of you. Is it true Quinn and Masuka are coming back for Dexter Resurrection? If so, that's great news. I don't know. Nothing's confirmed. It's all just rumors. I talked a little bit about that today in my video that I just posted like a few hours ago. So there's been fan speculation ever since Resurrection was first announced like a year ago. But there's been no confirmation from the actors, although Desmond Harrington, who plays Quinn, he's kind of been teasing it for months now. He was on Jamie Chung's podcast for Original Sin, and she asked him about it. Like, will you be in the show? And he said, I'm not saying anything. So he has not confirmed or denied, but he also promotes the hell out of this show. He will repost videos that like official Showtime accounts post for Dexter. So fans think that that's his way of saying like, I'm going to be in the show. And just the other day, I commented on one of his reposts and I said, we all know you're going to be in the show, with a little smirking emoji. And he liked my comment. He hearted my comment. So is that his way of saying, you're right, I am going to be in the show? Or is he just teasing? Is he just messing with us? I don't know. I feel like he has to make a little cameo, even if it's like a phone call with Batista, you know? It was kind of teased in Dexter New Blood. We see Angel Batista's computer screen, and he has emails between him, Quinn, and Masuka, making plans for Masuka's bachelor party. So I would love to see the both of them. We have to. Let's hope when Sydney's daughters get old, then Billy and Stu will kill her. I mean, Billy is dead, but Stu might kill her. We'll see. Yes, Ray, I do agree. Horror buff Kirby in a Scream movie rather than a Kirby spinoff. I'd rather that. Hey, Nike Mark. You said, I've seen rumors that they start filming Scream 8 in March, right after Scream 7 comes out. Is that true or no? I heard that as well. So I saw Craven Something Scary's video about this, and the source is Production Weekly, which is like an official source. So I think it's true. I haven't done a video on it. But yeah, apparently they start filming in March of next year, which is insane. Which does make me think it really is going to be a continuation of 7, like pick up right where we left off. Because, you know, we always talk here about Scream 7 ending with a cliffhanger, with like Stu getting away with things and carrying over into Scream 8. So what if 8 picks up immediately after 7, kind of like with Halloween Kills? I think that would be really cool and something that the franchise has never done. So I hope so. I hope it's true. Stu being alive would be such a disappointment. How exactly would that be explained? And why do so many fans want him back? New stories need to be told. I mean, I disagree. I don't think it would be a disappointment. I would be disappointed if he's not alive. How would it be explained? I go into great detail on my channel in past videos. I have a whole Stu Macher playlist. I mean, my theory is that, like, his parents had a lot of money, which we know from his massive house. It's a small town. They could have had a relationship with the police department, specifically Sheriff Burke. They could have been good friends with the sheriff. And you know, there were I'm gonna go off on a like there's so many details that I don't want to like get into all of it right now, but from the time that Sydney calls the police at the end of the first movie, a lot of time passes before the police show up. And over the phone or over the radio, the police radio, Sydney says, "I'm at Stu Macher's house. He's trying to kill me." So the way she says it sounds like she's literally saying Stu's the killer. And this was before the reveal. She didn't even know that Stu was the killer. So if she got through to the sheriff and he hears that Stu's the killer, he has plenty of time to call the Macher parents, say, "Do you know what your son is up to right now?" And then they beg him to cover it up, help our son. We will pay you money. Stu faked his death. The police helped do it. Again, if you want like all of the details, please check out my Stu Macher playlist. New stories need to be told. I mean, I still feel like they can do that with Stu being alive. You know, the new story is with her daughters and her friend group. But, you know, just like Randy says, it's about going back to the beginning, going back to the original. You know, in horror franchises, the killer comes back, and Scream is a commentary on these horror tropes. So I think it can work perfectly, actually, but you know, to each their own. Hey, Chocolate Ice, welcome to the stream. We have a couple more super chats from Russell. Thank you so much, Russell. Seriously, you are killing it. You are super generous. Let's see here. You said Uma Thurman's character is interesting. Still think she's undercover with the FBI, helping Angel Batista from the inside. I hope I'm right. Yeah, so I know you threw that theory out there before, and I think it's a very interesting theory. One that I hadn't considered, but I think it would be a crazy twist. I would honestly love that. I came across this article today from DexterDaily.com where Uma Thurman talks a little bit about her character. I'm trying to see if I still have it pulled up on my phone. She said something like, "Charlie isn't what she seems," which I think is interesting and could kind of play into your theory. Okay, so this quote from Uma Thurman says, "It's kind of a fun thing about her role. She's not sort of what she appears to be, but on the surface, she's hardcore." So She's not what she appears to be. What she appears to be is like Leon Prater's right-hand woman. So is she lying? Is she really working with the FBI? That's an interesting theory, and I might actually have to make a video on that, Russell. I haven't really been doing many Dexter theories on the channel lately. I've just kind of been doing the Dexter Resurrection updates with some theories thrown in there here and there, but like I haven't done like a dedicated theory video. So I might have to do a video on that. Thank you for the inspiration. And you did another super chat saying, let's get this goal. Here's 5 more for Dexter. Thank you so much. And I see you threw out 2 more. We can do this. Here's 1 more. And here's the goal. Thank you. Thank you so much, Russell. Seriously, like that is so kind of you. I appreciate it more than you know. Wow. So kind of you. So yeah, we hit our goal thanks to Russell. And we're going to do an extra 30 minutes on the stream. So that's going to be another 40 minutes right now. Yeah, we're hanging out for the next 40 minutes, you guys. So keep throwing out some theories and stuff. I'm going to try to get to everyone. There's a lot of comments in the chat, and throwing out a super chat definitely guarantees that I see your comment. So if there is something that you want to make sure that I see, a super chat is always an option, but I really do try my best to get to everyone. I seriously appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me. Like, we have 45 people here right now, which is insane. Thank you so much. Please give the stream a like. It helps out. But yeah, let's get into some more theories. Thank you again, Russell. Let's see here. Yeah, Nicholas. So I was thinking this too, and I was going to say this, like, it does seem like a small town, but how did he know who hit him with the car? You know what I mean? If he was like knocked out, like how does he know? But oh, you see him looking up at them? Interesting. Yeah, it's been a little bit since I've rewatched. Besides Scream and Dexter, what other series are you into? Let's see. I love Yellow Jackets. That's another big one that I covered here on the channel, as season 3 was just airing a couple months ago. I mean, I love Game of Thrones. I love Stranger Things. I like The Vampire Diaries. I mean, I also love How I Met Your Mother. Like, not the same type of show, but I'm obsessed with How I Met Your Mother. And I rewatch it constantly. In fact, I'm rewatching it right now with my mom, because we used to watch How I Met Your Mother back in the day in 2005 when it was airing on cable, like with a weekly episode. And she stopped watching a few seasons in, but I to this day I'm still obsessed, and I constantly rewatch it. And she asked me to watch it with her. I really hope that Jill is going to be the secret cameo Ghostface in Scream 7, because she was the one that impacted Sydney the most. And in an interview, Wes Craven said he didn't shoot her head purposely. I would love it too, Leo. I would love for Jill to come back. She is one of my favorite Ghostfaces for sure. definitely think I definitely feel like, I mean, that was a huge betrayal for Sydney. It was her younger cousin who she, grew up with. She trusted her. Um and yeah, they also intentionally left in the twitch. Jill twitches at the end. You got to look closely. It's very subtle. Um so yeah. And Emma Roberts has said relatively recently, like maybe 2 years ago in an interview, she said that she feels she wasn't done with the Scream franchise and she would love to return. So, I am with you. Do you think if Quinn returns in Resurrection, it will be proven that he knew about Dexter the whole time and was all for it? Going back to the line, clearly self defense. I possibly. He definitely knew something was up with Dexter. Did he know that he was the Bay Harbor Butcher specifically? I don't know, but I definitely think he knows something was up with him. I do know this is a popular fan theory, though, that he did know he was the Butcher, and I am all for it. I honestly love that idea. So hopefully, I could definitely see his character saying something, though, like, I always knew something was up with him. So we'll see. I have, Chris, I have seen the Empire State Building pictures for the Dexter Resurrection premiere. The premiere is happening right now as we speak at Lincoln Center. You know, and I'm pissed. Like, I didn't even consider that was something that was going to happen, a premiere. I should have thought about it. I would have somehow reached out to someone and be like, "Listen, can I go to the premiere?" Hey, Gabriel, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I could definitely see Quinn having a phone call with Batista. Like, I don't know if Quinn would actually make his way to New York City. I think that would be cool too, but um maybe it's just a phone call. My favorite Scream out of the 6 is definitely the first one. Can't beat the original in my opinion. But my favorite sequel is the 4th one. That is my favorite Scream sequel. By the way, I know, guys, we have to do the Scream 5 watch party. I have not forgotten. It's on my mind. I don't know when we're gonna do it. It's probably sometime next week because I can't do it tomorrow. This coming weekend, super busy with Dexter. Um, so hopefully sometime next week we're doing the Scream 5 watch party. I have not forgotten. I promise you it'll happen at some point. I heard rumors that if Sam was going to be in Scream 7, they were going to have Tara die. I heard that as well. Um don't know how true it is. I feel like one day they'll let us know what the original plan was, but I wonder if they're kind of not going to tell us anytime soon with the hope of having them return one day. Like maybe they will still use the original plan. Like if they were going to kill Tara, maybe if they're coming back for Scream 8, maybe they're going to kill her in Scream 8. So they won't tell us yet. But we'll see. Like maybe one day down the road. Yeah, chocolate ice. I heard this as well. We were kind of talking about it earlier in the stream. Um and I don't know how true it is. It's just a rumor, and when it comes to Scream 7 rumors, I really just don't know what to believe. I was saying earlier, any fan can just tweet something and it's going to catch on, you know? and it could just be a fan theory and people kind of interpret it as a rumor, but it's not. And it's like, what is the source? Where does it come from? So I don't know, but I suppose, I mean, that would be cool if they debate it, you know, halfway through the movie and then he shows up alive at the end. So I never liked Harrison's character. Yeah, a lot of people don't, and I do kind of understand why they don't, but I don't have a problem with him. I do like his character. I suppose he could be annoying at times, but I'm really intrigued by his storyline for Resurrection. I think he's going down a really dark path. I think it's going to be really fun to explore him being a killer now. Like, he is turning into his father. So that's interesting. And I don't know if you saw my video that I put out a few hours ago, but I attended a Dexter panel where they showed some exclusive clips, and Harrison is now hallucinating like his father hallucinates. So I think it's going to be interesting to see the parallels between them two and how their relationship develops once Harrison realizes that he didn't actually kill his father. So I'm looking forward to seeing how his character develops in Resurrection. Have you seen the Until Dawn 2025 movie? I have not. No. Do you think anybody is returning to Scream 7, but from the older Screams? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we have Dewey returning. We don't know in what capacity. If it's a flashback, if it's the whole AI theory. I'm hoping though that they still have, because they're revealing that some of these characters are returning, like, you know, Stu and Roman. So I am hoping that they're keeping some secrets. Like, there are rumors that Billy is coming back again, which I hope. That it hasn't been confirmed, so I'm hoping that there are still some things that have been kept under wraps, but I don't know. I would love to see Joel the cameraman come back one day. Hey, J-Rod. Watching Nosferatu at the same time. You know, I tried to watch that. Couldn't really get into it. I watched maybe like, I don't know, 20 minutes of it. Captain J says, I like how they show Cuban culture. I love Rita. She's so sweet. Hate Sergeant Dokes. Hate how Dexter's sis is treated. Teenage Dex doesn't look like Michael C. Hall. Yeah. You know, I have a love-hate relationship with Dokes. He is very annoying, but he's still a great character. He's very funny. His scenes are fun. And you know, he's right to think that something is off with Dexter. So I love him and I hate him. It would make sense if Jill is a secret cameo and maybe she could be a Ghostface in this movie. Then at the end it shows Stu unmasking, being all disfigured. I would love that. I really would. I would love to see Jill and Stu team up. But I always say, like, will they do that? They already have a hard enough, like, fans of the franchise already have a hard enough time wrapping their heads around one past killer coming back. So if they bring back two, like the creators might know that that is just too much for people to handle. So I don't know if they're gonna do it. Russell says Big Bang Theory is good. So is Friends, Criminal Minds. Now they have a spin-off, Criminal Minds Evolution. You know, I used to watch Big Bang Theory back in the day. I gave up after a few seasons. Friends I've seen as well. Criminal Minds, though, I've never really watched. Have you seen Legacies, a spin-off of The Vampire Diaries? I have not. I tried to. I watched maybe the first few episodes. Couldn't get into it. I did watch the very last episode, though, because, you know, Klaus makes an appearance, and Klaus is probably my favorite character in that whole franchise. But no, I haven't really seen it. Hey, Dale. I am good, thank you. I hope you are too. Welcome back to the channel. I have not seen Sinners. I heard it was really good, and I know it's on HBO Max now. So I'm gonna have to watch it. Hey, Nick. I did indeed get a tan. I went to the beach for the 4th of July. You and me both. I am patiently waiting for Scream 7. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm kind of just in Dexter mode right now because the show comes out Friday, and I'm grateful that I have it to distract me, because if not, I would just be like obsessing over Scream 7, and like the days would be going by super slow. Yeah, a lot of clickbait videos. I'm not into it. I'm really not. I like to deliver what I say I'm going to deliver from the title and the thumbnail, which a lot of creators don't always do. And it's quite annoying. Yeah, we need Joel back for sure. He's honestly one of the funniest characters in the whole franchise. Yeah, I love Danny as well. I would love to see Danny again. I always say it's such a shame because Josh Segarra, he was so confident that he was going to come back. Shortly after Scream 6 came out, this was before Melissa was fired. And this was even before Scream 7 was technically confirmed. And he did an interview and he said, your boy is going to be in Scream 7. So, man, it's just a shame. Like, he was a great character. He had some real personality, which is, that bothers me in these newer Scream movies. Like, a lot of the characters don't have personalities. I don't care about them that much. You know, like Liv in Scream 5, for example. She has to be the most boring character in the whole franchise. Like, I don't know. Have you seen I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube channel? New video about I Know What You Did Last Summer. I just watched it today. It was pretty interesting. I haven't watched it. It did come up in my feed when I was like scrolling through YouTube. I saw that he posted it. I have not had a chance to watch it yet. But yeah, everyone should go check out Marcus's new video from I Shot Him 6 Times. I know so many of you here know who he is. I'm sure it's a great video. He puts out some great content. I just haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But definitely after the stream, go check it out. Which return do you want more in Scream 7? Joel the cameraman, Martha Meeks, or Kirby Reed? I kind of hope Martha returns to have a scene with her kids, but at the same time, I hope we see Joel and Gail. I mean, I would prefer Kirby, but I feel like that's not going to happen. So yeah, I think it would be cool to see Martha with her kids and to have a scene with Sydney, because Martha and Sydney did not have a scene together in Scream 5. We haven't seen them together since Scream 3. So I think Martha I would prefer, although I don't know. Like, I would love to see Joel. I honestly think I would be more excited to see Joel than Martha. But I think it makes more sense to see Martha. I've seen rumors that when Gail gets attacked by Ghostface, Chad and Mindy are going to be with her during the attack. I think I've heard that as well. Because there's rumors that they are, like, working with her. Guy Busick, the writer, confirmed that the reason they're back is because of Gail. They have some connection to Gail. There's been rumors for a while that Chad works for Gail, possibly as her new cameraman. I don't know. But yeah, there's also rumors that Gail gets attacked on live TV, which I think would be really cool. Haven't seen any trailers or teasers for Resurrection. How old is Harrison? Oh my god, you're missing out with the trailers. The trailers are so good, man, and I feel like they really don't give away too much. Like, a lot of trailers do these days. They give away a lot. So I recommend you check out the trailers before Friday for the premiere. And if you want, I've done videos where I break down the trailers and kind of talk some theories and stuff. So if you're interested, check it out. But Harrison, I believe, is 16. Pretty sure he's 16 in Dexter New Blood, and we pick up literally 10 weeks after the events of Dexter New Blood. So I think he's still 16. Maybe he turned 17, but he's still in high school. He's still young. So I don't know if we'll do a watch party for Sinners. Isn't it kind of a long movie? It's like 2 hours. Which I guess isn't that long. We do Scream watch parties, which is pretty much 2 hours, but I don't know. I got a lot going on with, like, Dexter coming up. We still have the Scream watch parties to do, and then there's a bunch of other watch parties that I have on a list that I think I would rather do before Sinners. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. I always try to stay honest, and you know, if I ever get something wrong, like unintentionally, I will always correct myself. Like, listen, I messed up. That's not true. That was just a rumor or whatever, you know? I believe in honesty. Countdown with Jensen Ackles. I think I saw a trailer for that. Like, I think I was watching something on Amazon Prime and I got an ad for that. Yes, I did leave a comment over there. I'm not sure if it was you, J-Rod, who told me to check out their channel, but I did, and man, that really is some cool footage that they have of going to the Scream premieres back in the day. That's what a time capsule. Yeah. Amber's line. Pretty solid reveal. Do you think if Sam and Tara come back for Scream 8, the movie will be centered around Sydney still and what happened in Scream 7, or they'll go another route, like just with Sam and Tara? That's a good question, because there are rumors that Scream 8 is going to be Sydney focused. Especially if it starts filming so soon. Like, that just makes everyone think that it really is going to be Sydney focused. So, honestly, that makes me think that Sam and Tara probably wouldn't come back in Scream 8, just because of everything that's happened. Like, I feel like there's a lot of tension between not only like Melissa Barrera and the studio, but I feel like it's awkward between Nev Campbell and Melissa Barrera. I don't know. I really don't know if that's true. I don't want to like start some rumor that they have this beef. I really don't know, but it's probably a little tense and like awkward. And there's also the issue of money. Like, you know, we all know Nev Campbell wasn't in Scream 6 because of issues with paying her. So if they pay Nev Campbell for Scream 8, are they going to have enough to afford Jenna Ortega? Probably not. But yeah, if Scream 8 is Sydney focused, then I guess Sam and Tara, it would just be like a little cameo, a little scene. So yeah, a part of me thinks they want to kind of wrap up the Sydney story and the Stu story and kind of then move on after that. So I do feel like if Sam and Tara ever come back, it probably won't be till Scream 9. But I really don't know. You never know. Never say never. I have just played the Until Dawn remake, and Hayden gave me Kirby vibes playing Sam. It's so good on how you can choose the fate of the character narrative. I have not played the game. I'm really not a gamer at all. So I don't know. Haven't played it. Nev Campbell is going to be back for Twisted Metal TV series season 2. Good for her. I'm glad. I'm glad that she is, you know, staying booked and busy, making that money that she deserves. She's super talented. So yeah, I feel like so much of the Screencast should be bigger actors than they are. You know what I mean? Like, they're obviously popular, but are they mainstream? I don't think so. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like they should be bigger in Hollywood because they're so talented. Don't know why, but at least they're all finding work, so that's good. Matthew Lillard is definitely he's making a comeback. I feel like he's probably the most mainstream right now out of all of the Scream cast members. Whatchamacallit? Five Nights at Freddy's definitely helped with that. And he's gonna be in the new Carrie show by Mike Flanagan, I think, right? I heard also that Gail will have a stalker, and he's a news reporter, and he's going to be jealous of her because he wants her place. Interesting. I've heard that she's gonna have a rival, who is a news reporter. Played by Mark Consuelos, who is playing Robbie, I think his name is. But I didn't hear that he is like a stalker. I've only heard that they're kind of rivals. But that's interesting. I feel like he's gonna die pretty soon into the movie. Because I really don't think Mark Consuelos filmed for that long. I think he was in Atlanta for like a week filming. So I feel like he's just there to add to the kill count. I also kind of feel like what's her name? Celeste O'Connor. I feel like she's gonna die pretty quickly. I really don't think she filmed for that long. Sinners is 2 hours and 17 minutes. Damn, yeah, that's pretty long. Hey, Dominic. Thanks for joining the stream. Okay, you meant to say rival. Then yeah, I've heard that as well. That'll be interesting to see. I like when Gale sort of has a rival. You know, like kind of Debbie Salt in Scream 2. She you know, I don't know if she's a rival, but like they kind of have this tension between each other. Scream 4, she kind of has beef with Rebecca. So to see, I really hope Gale returns to old Gale, you know, her sassy self. Scream, I really don't like Scream 5 Gale. That does not feel like Gale to me. She's too nice. I always bring this up in my streams. The scene where she meets Sam and they're talking about Judy, and just the way that she says to Sam, like, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." Like, that's just so not Gale to me. And she's just too nice in that movie. Gale definitely feels more like herself in Scream 6. She has that sassiness, kind of the way she's like talking shit about Kirby. I like that. So to see her with the rival, Robbie, in Scream 7, I think that will be cool to see. Hopefully there's some good scenes. What if they do a plot twist where Tatum survived in Scream 1 and she comes back with Stu and tries to kill Sydney because Sydney did something to her that we don't know about? That would be crazy. I think that would be a little too crazy. I don't see that happening. Like Tatum was dead. She was for sure dead, in my opinion. Favorite vampire movie? I mean, I gotta go with Twilight. I'm sure it's not the best vampire movie out there. It definitely has its issues. But I was a huge Twilight fan as a teenager. I was obsessed, still obsessed to this day. I rewatched Twilight on a rainy day. I have the whole franchise on DVD right behind me. I just love Twilight. It will always hold a special place in my heart. So, gotta go Twilight. You know what vampire movie fucked me up when it came out? 30 Days of Night with Josh Hartnett. I feel like those vampires were pretty scary. That's a good movie. as long as they don't punch Gale in the face, that would be a throwback to the first movie. I kind of hope Gale gets punched. I mean, obviously we just got one in Scream 6, but she doesn't get punched in 5. She punches Amber, I believe. And she doesn't get punched in 4, right? I don't think so. And then she doesn't get punched in 3 either. She punches Jennifer Jolie. So I think she should get punched in 7. We need one more Gale punch before she dies. And I don't know if she's going to die in 7. She might. But we'll see. Please, you really need to watch Dark if you haven't. Oh my god, I love this show. I love this show. Okay, if anyone here has not seen the show Dark, you need to check it out. Please promise me you will at least consider watching it. Go watch the trailer or something. It is a Netflix original show. It's their first ever German show, so it's overdubbed in English. But you get used to it. Like it doesn't even bother me that like the voices don't really match up with the mouths. This show is possibly the best show I've ever seen. So obviously like I'm obsessed with Dexter more so than Dark, but I think Dark is a perfect show. Like it's only 3 seasons long. I feel like there are 0 plot holes. The writing is amazing. The casting is phenomenal. Those casting directors should win all of the awards. It's insane. So the show is about time travel, which is a complicated topic. And so that's why it's so impressive that there's no plot. I really don't think there's any plot holes. It's insane. The writing is perfect. And the casting, like, because it's about time travel, you see all of the different characters at different ages, and they all look like their younger or older self. I can't say enough good things about the show, and not enough people know about this show. So please check it out. I'm currently doing a rewatch. I've watched the show like a total of 3 times, but it's one of those shows where it is kind of complicated. Like you really have to pay attention. This is not a show that you can like scroll on your phone while you're watching it. You need to pay attention. But yeah, I'm on season 3, which is the last season. And that's another thing that like so many shows keep going for longer than they should, and it messes up the show. 3 seasons, perfect. You have to check it out. I love this show. Absolutely best show. It's insane. Hey Raggedy Man, thank you for stopping by the stream. We are gonna wrap up in like 5 minutes. But I am gonna try to stream tomorrow. Early. I'm gonna try to do it like mid-afternoon Eastern time, because I can't do it in the evening, and then all weekend I'm not gonna be able to stream because I'm gonna be busy with Dexter. So I am gonna really try to stream early tomorrow. We all know about Debbie Salt, but no one ever mentions Debbie Pepper. That's funny. I'm so pumped. I wonder if it will drop at 3 a.m. Friday or Friday night. So, Corey, Dexter is dropping 3 a.m. Eastern time. So, for me, it's going to be 3 a.m. And I still don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if I'm going to stay up all night to watch it, and have to be awake until 5 because it's a 2-episode drop, or if I should just try to go to bed early and set my alarm for like 6 or 7 a.m. and watch it then. Or I don't know. I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. Because the thing is, the fact that I have to film my videos for it, I want it to be as fresh in my mind as possible. So I don't really want to watch it and then go to sleep and then film when I wake up, because it's like I might forget stuff while I sleep. So I think I'm going to go to bed early and just wake up early and watch it, which annoys me because there's going to be so many people out there who have already seen it before I get a chance to see it, but I might have to do that. Oh yeah, Lost Boys is a good one. I liked that as a kid. Yeah, my sleeping schedule is going to be all kinds of messed up this weekend because of Dexter. Yeah, 30 Days of Night was cool. I was pretty young when I saw it. What year did it come out? Was that like 2007? Um, if it was 2007, then I was like 11 years old, and I thought the vampires were pretty scary. And then I didn't rewatch it until a few years ago. Like maybe 5 years ago was the last time I watched it. Favorite scary movie is Scream. Yeah, you could watch it in German with the subtitles. Yeah. Hey Justin, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up, so you could definitely catch the replay. True, J-Rod. I agree. I think I'd rather sparkle than burst into flames. That's smart, Russell. Yeah, I have to watch it because it's my job. Yeah. Um I love both. Twilight and Vampire Diaries, like in high school, I was obsessed with both. Um Twilight, I went to all of the midnight showings for Twilight. What a time, man. That was so much fun going to the midnight premieres. Um with a packed audience and just hearing their reactions, and like then going to school the next day on like zero sleep and talking about it and like seeing it before everyone else got a chance to see it. Oh, thank you, Seth. This is super, super kind of you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Kaden. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you. Hey, Derek. There have been some more promos, yeah. I didn't really cover all of them. They've been making the rounds on like, these morning news shows, so they've been doing interviews talking about the show. There was like a couple new clips that I haven't done a video for. I'm wondering if I can quickly do a video for them tomorrow before the premiere Friday. Yeah, we got a new clip with Harrison, which I talked a little bit about in a video I posted today. But we also got a new clip with Dexter talking to Harry, which I haven't done a video for. I might have to do something tomorrow. So yeah, a lot of new promo actually that I just haven't had a chance to cover. And I don't know if I'll have a chance before the premiere on Friday. I'm sorry, Sebastian. You can catch the replay though. I have listened to Michael C. Hall's band, Princess Goes. Pretty good. I'm into it. That is a good line, Ray. I do like Supernatural as well. Oh wow, I didn't know that, Seth. Interesting. No, I think Harrison is, I mean, he's definitely there for the whole season 1. Who knows, maybe they'll kill him off. And he won't be in season 2. I really don't know. But he will be there for the whole season 1. All right. On that note, we are going to end the stream. We have gone for an hour and a half, which is amazing. Thanks to Russell. He helped us get to the goal to do the bonus 30 minutes. So thank you so much, Russell, for all of your super chats. You were super generous in this stream. You always are in all of my streams. And I appreciate it. Also, thank you to Nero for sending in some super chats as well. Thank you guys. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast. Always a blast. Seriously. Love discussing my favorite movies and TV shows with you guys. It really is like a dream come true. Like I said, I am gonna try to stream early tomorrow, like afternoon Eastern time. But also stay tuned for all of my new Dexter content coming out this weekend. I'm going to be doing episode breakdowns for episode 1 and 2, recapping it, reviewing it, and then possibly some theories coming out during the week. And I'm super excited for it. I also put out a brand new Dexter video just a few hours ago. So if you have not seen that yet, please, please, please go check it out right now after the stream. I talk about my experience going to the Dexter panel yesterday, which was a lot of fun, where they shared some exclusive clips, never before seen clips from the show, which I break down a little bit. So if you're a Dexter fan, you're going to want to check it out. But thank you guys again. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.